Hi, my name is Megs. I like to create, and welcome back to another jam sesh. I've got a special guest today. Her name is Puff. It's one of my roommate's cats, and she's falling asleep while I play her guitar and say soothing things, or just things in a soothing voice, I guess. This setup looks a little bit different because I am getting ready to move. I'm in the middle of a move right now, and so my piano and some of my stuff is over at the new place. But I left my guitar because I wanted to do one last jam sesh here. So it's kind of a little sad, but I'm very excited to move into the new place. It's kind of an older house. It's got a lot of wood, and so there's really good acoustics in there, and as a musician I'm thrilled. I'm very excited to hear what it sounds like, see what it sounds like in the new place. But it'll be a new adventure. And it's nice to enjoy the weather on a nice day like today. I feel like we've been really lucky this May so far. We've had some rain, some thunderstorms, but I think days like this are just perfect for relaxing and putting your garden in, or going for a walk, or something rejuvenating. I feel like summer and spring are a lot more rejuvenating as an adult than they were as a kid. And I don't think it's because I didn't enjoy summer as a kid, but it feels like I just enjoy it more now. It just feels very relaxing until it gets hot. Then I'm like, all right, I want winter back. Give me snow. I'll take one day of snow in the middle of summer. Careful what you wish for. But I just think there's a lot, especially since I moved to KC and I've found more events that kind of pop up. I feel like it's more of an opportunity to interact with people and see what people are up to and what they're working on or what they enjoy doing, especially creative people. I feel like artists and musicians and performers and people, like-minded people flourish in the summer, and that's kind of nice to see. That crow had opinions. And I found that the older that I get, the more I crave human interactions. Like, being a remote worker can be tough sometimes because I don't get that face-to-face interaction with people. And I feel like there's something so, for lack of a better term, human about talking with someone and hearing what makes them tick and seeing, especially other creative people, like seeing someone in their element, whether they're, dancing, playing guitar, or cooking, whatever they are, seeing a master of their craft in their flow state is just so cool. And it doesn't have to be something creative-minded, It could be being a leader, or being a helpful person, or just being kind. I like compassion in people. Oh, I was setting up internet in the new house, and I had to call tech support to get someone to come out. And I'm fairly certain that who I was talking to was not a person, it was AI. And I have some strong opinions about AI. But I was, specifically with this interaction, I was just so taken aback. At how human it sounded. And if it was a human, I apologize for the nasty things that I was thinking. But it just sounded manufactured, and I think one of my biggest problems, especially as an artist and a creative person, is that you can't replicate humanity, and you can't code or train an interface to have compassion like people do for one another. And maybe you can a little, but it's just mimicry. It's not the same. And so I tried asking the representative, like, how's your day this day? Like, how's your day today? And it felt too perfect of an answer and too quick of an answer. And I was just, it gave me the willies, kind of. Like, I didn't like how much I had to question whether I was talking to another human being. And I think it begs the question, and I'm glad that there are so many smart, capable people that are raising these questions of moving forward. Why is AI being used? How can it be used? But I think specifically with generative AI, to me it seems counterintuitive. I saw an ad the other day, and I think it was Cadbury, the candy chocolate factory. And I'm gonna butcher the execution of it, but essentially it showed these people in this office using AI, and they were like, eventually it's gonna do everything for you. So what if you bogged the data centers down so that when the AI is training, when the models are training, they're training incorrectly and they keep making mistakes, so that eventually it's not doing everything for you and you can go back to doing a little bit of your work on your own. And if you have a moment, go watch it. It's fairly new, I think, but I really enjoyed that. I just feel like it's so widespread. So if you couldn't tell, I'm not a big fan. I just think being alive is so much more about the little moments. And knowing that you're alive. I feel like the little moments are what tell us that we are alive, and the mistakes that we make and the things that we learn prove that we are human and prove that we are capable of good. Not that we are good, but that we are capable of good. And that if you let a computer, broad term, do that for you, you're kind of missing the point. Just something to think about, I guess. I do have a song that I'm writing right now that has a line. The only thing artificial about intelligence is that it can't feel humanity or sorrow. So try as you might, the damn computer won't take flight unless you pick it up and throw it out the open window. And that one's on piano. I don't know it on guitar. Well, it's key of C. And then A minor. But again, I'm much more well versed on piano. I just don't trust anything that can't feel what we feel. But I guess even humans feel things very differently from each other. So maybe that's a bit naive or a bit pessimistic. But I don't know. I would encourage you to have... I always encourage people to have meaningful conversations in their life, and I feel like especially in a time when screens are everywhere and it feels difficult to disconnect, I would encourage you to have a conversation with someone that is based in, for lack of a better term, humanity. Whether it's talking about your favorite movie and why it's your favorite movie and what do you like about it so much and how is it different than other movies, or do you have a recipe that you've been working on? Because I think our jobs as humans, in the grand scheme of things, is to be a historian and to carry things on. And I think we forget how recent in the grand timeline humans have existed. And I forget the exact comparison, but it's... Someone will have to look it up. You'll have to look it up on your own and find the correct time scale. But I think it's something like if humans have, or if the Earth, the entire history of the Earth and the universe, two different things, were to fall on an entire calendar, like a year, 365 days. The time that humans have existed, modern humans have existed, is something like within the last minute or within the last few seconds or something. And so when you look at it on that grandiose of a scale, nothing matters. In the best way and the most insignificant way possible, nothing matters. So when you think about all of the shit that you have to get done in a day and all of the adulting things that you have to do and all of the pain in the ass things that you have to worry about. Not to say you shouldn't do those and you shouldn't shirk your responsibility, but you are just a grain of sand in the grand scheme of things. And you should be a little easier on yourself. Because it doesn't matter in the long run. But I guess at the same time, everything matters. Or something. very philosophical jam sesh today. But I think that's about where I'll stop it. Sorry to go off on a tangent like that, but yeah, again, I would encourage you to enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the days that remind you that you're human, and take note of why you feel that way. And don't stop questioning. Never just assume. So, yeah. That's all for this jam sesh. As always, I hope it inspires you to create something of your own and have meaningful conversations in your life. And I will see you next time at the new digs. So, take care.